What a weird and wonderful place I am in today. Where am I? Well, I'm in London, central London, in Waterloo. In fact, I'm underneath a railway line right now. Why am I here? Good question. There's a restaurant here called Passyunk Avenue. Now this, I am told, has got some of the best, if not the best, American food in all of London. They specialise in Philly cheesesteaks. They've got hot dogs, hoagies, all sorts of good stuff. We're going to give it a try. This is amazing, this little venue. Like I say, we're in a tunnel underneath the railway line. I've got graffiti artists one side of me, graffiti artists the other side of me. This is not something you see in Dorset every day, let me tell you. Anyway, let's get into Passyunk Avenue and see what this food's all about. Come on. So for those of you not familiar with Passyunk Avenue, this is one of two restaurants in London, both in central London. We're at one kind of close to Waterloo at the moment, and it's known for doing the best American food in all of London. It's supposed to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to this. They've got all sorts of stuff on the menu here. A range of starters and wings, cheesesteaks, which they are particularly well known for. We're definitely going to go for one of them. There's some speciality sandwiches and hoagies here, hot dogs. We'll get a hot dog too. Salads, there's a kids menu here too. So there's pretty much something for everyone if you like American food. Also a range of sides and desserts if you're still hungry at the end of it. Who knows if we will be, but there's some good looking stuff on there, so you never know. I've had a good look through the menu now, and I know what I'm going to order. We're going to go with the classic cheesesteak. This place is known for its cheesesteaks. That's what I've got to go for. So this is served with or without onions. As long as they're cooked onions, we're going to go with onions. And a choice of cheese. You can either have cheese whiz, provolone, or American cheese. They're recommending on the menu to go with the cheese whiz. If that's their recommendation, that's what I'm going to do. Gonna go for a hot dog as well. There's a really good range of different hot dogs, but the one that really sort of sings out to me is the Reuben dog. It's got Russian dressing, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese. Now Reuben, of course, is a classic American sandwich. We'll see how that translates into the hot dogs. And to go with that, classic American side, we're gonna go with some tater tots. They are grated potato balls, deep fried. Choice of spices to go on those. You can have Old Bay, South Philly, or garlic and Parmesan. Old Bay is an American Cajun spicing. We're going to go with that, I reckon. Let's get in and get it ordered. Okay, so I've been up to the bar and ordered. We're sat outside here, so we had to go inside and order ourselves. I've ordered one of their beers. This is their actual own brewed beer. This is called Passyunk Pale, £6.85 a pint. You can tell you're in London, can't you? Ordered the classic cheesesteak, which is £15.95. The Reuben dog is £9.95, and a portion of the tots is £6.50. So I don't think that sounds too bad value for London, does it? Especially if the food is as good as everyone makes out it is. The beer, well, let's find out now. That is delicious. One other thing to mention about this receipt, mind, just noticed they've had a 13.5% service charge. Now bearing in mind, I've been inside to order because they're not doing table service outside. Basically, I've paid 13.5% for someone to walk out and put me food on the table. Again, London for you. Right, we've got a proper feast here. They've just brought the food to the table and it looks and smells incredible. So first up we have here the Reuben dog. So there's a hot dog there in a nice potato roll, plenty of sauerkraut and Russian dressing there. That looks really tasty. Next up we have the cheesesteak. Look at that, with all that cheese whiz over the top. Lovely cheese and onions in there, little pickle on the side. That smells really good. And just here, we've got a side here of the tater tots. You'll see the Old Bay seasoning scattered all over the top there. That's going to make them really tasty. Oh, I can't wait to get stuck into this. I've been debating which order to do this in, but this cheesesteak is just calling out to me. It's got to come first. So, let's have a little look at this. Look inside there, you have got that lovely steak, really thinly sliced with the cheese sauce, the onions, the nice soft kind of roll. It smells amazing, it really does. Let's get stuck into it. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. The steak has such a pronounced beefy, meaty flavour. The onions are nicely cooked, so they've still got a little bit of, not crunch, but a little bit of texture to them. And that cheese sauce, even though it's a cheese whiz, it's kind of like an artificial flavouring of cheese, it just works so well with the roll. As a combination, it is delicious. The roll is just soaking up everything that's in here. Look at this, look how gooey and oozy that is. Wow. Do you know what? If I lived locally to here, I'd be eating these all the time. This is exceptional. Right, time to move on to this hot dog. And doesn't it look good? So this is what they call a potato roll. So it's probably got a little bit more structure to it. You can't even see the hot dog underneath all that sauerkraut and Russian dressing. But I promise you it is under there. Let's find it. Oh yeah. Again, the smell of it is just incredible. There we are. The hot dog is poking out the end. I told you it was there. Let's bite that bit. Oh wow. So the hot dog has got a really nice dense consistency. Wow. A lot of hot dogs are kind of like almost flabby inside, aren't they? But this is like really quite solid. And it benefits from that. It's got a really good hot doggy flavour, that kind of almost smoky flavour, and the skin has got a bit of snap to it too. The sauerkraut and the Russian dressing on there really do add to it actually. The sauerkraut has got a little bit of sourness, a little bit of bitterness almost. And the Russian dressing gives a creaminess. So there's a lot of contrast in here. The bread roll, like I said, it does have a little bit more structure than your standard hot dog roll. And I think it benefits from that because obviously this is quite a sloppy affair, isn't it? If you had a normal hot dog roll, it would be disintegrating in my hands. As you can see in here, it's holding up pretty well. There, if I can get you there, you can see the actual hot dog sausage. Wow, delicious. Okay, last, but hopefully by no means least, we have these tater tots. Now these, I guess they're kind of like mini hash browns in a way, aren't they? Luckily this is not a full English breakfast, so you're not going to find me moaning about them. I asked them to cover them with Old Bay seasoning, which is a classic American Cajun style spice, which I think should work really well with them. So they're just like little mashed potato nuggets in a way. That Old Bay seasoning has got a nice little kick right at the start. Almost like fiery on your tongue. And then it comes in with some salt. The tater tots themselves have been fried really nicely. The outer coating is pretty crispy, but inside is nice and fluffy, like the inside of a good hash brown should be. You know what? With the two meals I got here, with the Philly cheesesteak and the hot dog, this is the perfect little accompaniment. Much better than fries would have been. Okay. Right, sorry about that folks, brief little interruption there. A guy came up and just wants me to look after his bike for him, which is a little bit random when you're in the middle of filming, isn't it? Obviously he doesn't think I'm in the right kind of shape to be riding off on it, does he? Probably right. Right, back to the tater tots. Like I said, inside they're like a lovely fluffy hash brown. The outside is nice and crispy and the seasoning is spot on. Perfect accompaniment to both of these dishes here, the hot dog and the cheesesteak. I'm gonna have another one. Yummy. Right then folks, finished up. Passyunk Avenue, what do we make of that then? Well, the food I think was exceptional. I heard this was the best American food in London, and I don't doubt it for a minute now. The Philly cheesesteak, absolutely delicious. That homemade cheese whiz really made the sandwich. It was really good. The hot dog, great hot dog. The sauerkraut and the Russian dressing, mwah, absolutely delicious. And those tater tots with that Old Bay seasoning, oh yes. What a great accompaniment to those two things that was. And let's not forget the pint as well, the Passyunk Pale, their own brew, really, really good. Absolutely spot on. Now, I'm going to start introducing a scoring system out of 5 on my videos now. Would I have given this a 5 out of 5? Yeah, but for one minor point. The 13.5% service charge for the service that was non-existent. Because we sat outside, had to go and pay at the bar, order the food, and pay the service charge at the time of ordering. We hadn't had any service at that point. So 13.5% for someone just to walk out and put food on the table, I don't think that's right personally. So we're going to knock half a point off for that. So it's 4.5 out of 5. I'm going to give this the green light. You should come down and check it out. Right then folks, well, if you enjoyed my video on Passyunk Avenue as much as I enjoyed eating there, don't forget to click a thumbs up on there and subscribe to the channel. I'm always very, very grateful. Lots more videos from London to come, and I hope you're going to enjoy them too. I'll see you on the next one.